Hello, genealogy addicts, and welcome back to another episode of Auntie Jen's 2 Cents. Now, sometimes you're going to run across documents on Ancestry that has not been indexed yet. And some of them, they just won't be indexed because there's no names on them, but they may be important information you'd like to save. And so then, since they're not indexed, you can't really attach them to your tree by a specific name. The option Ancestry then gives you is to create a web link. And you think, hey, you know what? That's pretty handy. I've done this myself. You go up, you click on, add to your tree, whatever, and you create the web link and it saves the link to your tree. Very handy. But what do you do when that link changes? That's why this episode is called Links Change. So I was going through the profiles on my tree the other day and looking through my dad's sources and clearing some things up, making sure everything is organized, correct, all of that. And I went down to the bottom where I have one particular web link, and that is for a marriage index from when my parents got married. Now, those names are not indexed because I think it's more privacy concern, so they just didn't index the names. No big deal. I figured, you know what, let's go take a look at it and check it out. I went to click on the link and it took me back to the home page. That link was no longer valid and that source now was no longer there. How frustrating. Now what was I going to do? Well, This is where I should have really sourced my information a little bit better. I just willy-nilly just took Ancestry as it was, saved the web link, and moved on, and I didn't record the actual source information. Yep, I'm kicking myself for that one. So I wanted to share with you what you need to do, in fact, to save these sources so you don't lose them again, because links will change. First thing you need to do, which is exactly what I should have done to begin with, yes, I'm learning my lesson, you need to source whatever you're looking at. Don't just rely on Ancestry to source your information. Actually create your own source format and save it in some way, shape, or form. The database, the record, the page number, and copy the link from the actual address bar into your notes, because sometimes those will continue to stay the same. But the links that Ancestry generates doesn't stay the same. I don't get it. But copy that too, just so you have it as well. But get as much information as you can about the particular source that you are looking at. So how do you get that information? Well, look at the top of the page. You'll see the town, you'll see what it is, you'll see the database name. Copy all of that information into your file so you have it, and the page number down below. Then to get more information, you go over to the right-hand side where you see it says Details, Related, and Source. Click on Source, and that will give you all the information about this particular source. It will even allow you to copy all of it. Just hit Select All Text, and then you can right-click and hit Copy, and save all that information in a document somewhere on your computer. Now, if you're like me and you have a web link that is no longer active, but you're able to go back and actually find the source, you need to edit that web link so you don't lose it again, at least hopefully for now. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy the address bar. You're not going to create another web link. You're going to actually copy the address bar of the page that you are on. And then you're going to go back to that web link and you're going to click Edit. And then you're going to clear out the old web address and you're going to paste in the new one. And then once you do that, just make sure the link is okay. It won't allow you to save it until the link is valid and the link is okay. I had to do a little bit of editing. I had to just remove some of the ending that I knew was not important. And then I was able to hit enter and it saved it. And now check it, click on it, and it brings it right up. So that's how you edit that web link. But I've got a suggestion for you. If you come across a source like this that will not allow you to attach it to the person, I suggest you go into Ancestry and actually create a new source on your own. You go to the profile page of the person you want to add the source for, and you click Add Source. And since it's an Ancestry source, it will already be in the list of sources to select from. So at the top, you're going to click on Select Source and scroll through until you find the exact source that you are looking for. Now you may need to go back to the database to make sure you select the right one, because as you saw, there was a couple of different Missouri marriage records. So select the correct one and then add in the details that you choose to add from there as far as the name. I just went ahead and titled it Marriage Index for my parents' names. And then I added the date that was actually on the source. June 13th, 1980. Then you scroll down and you see there's a spot for a web address. So you go back up to the top, copy that web address from the address bar, go back, and then hit paste. There you go. Now you also want to add in other information here just in case that web link doesn't work. And that's where you're going to get the information for the database. And type it into this spot here. The page number, the name of the database, all of that. Type that into there. So this is index images for St. Louis. The year and the image number, so that way you can get back to that exact image, since there's almost 30,000 images on this one. There you go. Double check any other information you want to add it all here in this other information section, and then you can scroll down and you can add then the facts or events that are associated with this particular source that you were adding. So obviously my dad's name, and then scroll down. As you can see, I've got quite a few sources for my dad, and there's the marriage right there, and attach it to the marriage. Submit, and there you go. Now you added a brand new source that is under your own other sources. So all you got to do is find that source, double click on it, bring it up, and there's your web address there. Click on it to make sure it works, and there it is. It opens right up. So that's another option for you to actually add a new source and save the web link yourself, but also attach the database information and the source information. So if by chance, once again, that link does not work, you will still be able to get back to the original source. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions about creating sources or web links or anything, leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. But otherwise, that's all I've got for you. We'll see you later.